Welcome back to Field of Fire. Let's play Normandy campaign, mission 1, and I believe I'm starting turn 7. It's been a while. Sorry for the delay. We have had a nice vacation, nice summer, and this playthrough has taken a back seat to life. But I intend to get back on track today and finish the sucker, because I am excited to play the next scenario. In any case, I think we should review where we are here, and let's look back and just cover a few details. Most of 1st Platoon is over here. One squad has moved a casualty over to this casualty collection point, and I should note that I'm pretty sure that he doesn't need to spend an action to drop that off. It just kind of happens automatically. I'm going to assume at least that's true and get him off that so he can move back over there. So, 1st Platoon's a little worn down. I think the other squad must be up here. I don't know what happened to the other squad. It's been a while. 2nd Platoon is partially on this card. We've got 2 squads over here with a rifle grenade, and they were with the 1st Sergeant, I think. And then over here is the rest of 2nd Platoon, including the commander, the platoon commander. They're in the strong building, surrounded by a minefield. Fortunately, they can move off this card without having to interact with the minefield again. And up in this church tower, we have the artillery fire observer, who really needs to bring down some artillery on this bunker position. And then 3rd Platoon is all aboard on this card. And yeah, so they need to spot some people. They're currently firing the bunker. We have this potential contact marker also firing upon us, and that is a leader-led machine gun team, machine gun squad, and they're in a bunker as well. And then we have an unresolved potential contact here, here, and here. Now, our objectives are really just this card, and the attack position. So we don't have to do much more than that to win this mission. And we're running out of time. We have basically 7, 8, 9, 10 left. I guess that's 4 turns. It's not too little. But, so what I want to do is really to spot these guys. And there's also another potential contact out here, but they are only going to be visible from up close or from down here. And they are another automatic fire squad. So I think what I want to do is have 1st Platoon get onto this potential contact marker on this open field, because this guy here is just a litter team. It's not going to be able to put any fire down, and neither are these guys. So long as this potential contact marker isn't something devastating, which it certainly could be, it's going to be a 5-card draw, potential contact marker. Yeah, so we're going to try to get on this card with some shenanigans like smoke grenades, I think. We need to basically get 2nd Platoon together somewhere. Well, I don't really know where the best place to do that is, so we'll think about that. And 3rd Platoon is biggest objective is just to spot this card. Okay, so all of this is going to depend upon my command draws, because last turn I think I had a really terrible command draws, and I just kind of regrouped a little bit. So first things first is actually our friendly HQ events, and let's see if we get anything. We get a reshuffle, so let's do that. And there is an HQ event. Okay. And the HQ event on the 10 is an 8. So looking back, let's see. I'm looking in the briefing booklet for Mission 1 under Friendly Hire HQ events. Number 8 is again an ammo resupply. You can place 4 of any one type of ammo on any card of your choice on row 1. So, this guy ran out of ammunition. So perhaps, I think it just makes sense to put that there. We're going to find some ammunition. And that is machine gun ammo. We'll put 4 of those. Okay, I think that's 4, yep. Alright, so that was pretty helpful. Didn't cost us any commands. And we're going to be able to resupply this light machine gun. I'm going to have to look and see exactly how that happens. Alright, next, big draw. We need to get a much bigger number than this here for our commander. He gets 5. That's excellent. He loses 1 for green. Doesn't lose any additional for... Alright, we're currently engaged, so he doesn't get any back for that. So he gets 4 commands. That's good. So we're going to move our CO up to 4, and that's just what we wanted. Now, one thing I should cover here before we go any further is who is in command, because it's going to depend on who's in command as to who I can give commands to. So our CO is here. Obviously, anyone on the card with him is in command, and anyone adjacent to him is in command. So most of 1st Platoon is in command. These guys are in command, these guys are in command, and these guys are in command. Now, these guys are technically not in command. I should say these guys. If you read the rules explicitly, it says that you have to have a phone line between you and the command, and what they have is another commander with a radio. And I contacted the designer of the game, and he revealed that a phone is considered to have an inherent phone line on the card with it. So essentially, units or commanders with phones can act as relays. So this guy is in command through this one. Okay? So everybody's in command is what I'm trying to say, except for this artillery fire observer. He is not in a card with either the XO or the company commander or the first sergeants. And the platoon guys cannot command him, nor can they sort of relay commands to him from them. So his only way of bringing fire down onto this bunker is going to be via general initiative. So we're going to have to hope for at least one general initiative command. I think we get at least one, so more than that would be nice. And we're going to have to really dedicate it to, that objective of bringing artillery pieces down on that bunker position. A little coffee slurp there, sorry. Alright, so we're going to definitely activate our 1st platoon, our 2nd platoon, and our 3rd platoon. We're going to activate all 3. Now, 1st platoon has a decent amount of commands already, so let's see how many more they get. I can't remember if I'm supposed to do one and then spend its actions and then do the next and then spend its actions, but I'm just going to so he goes down here because he has spent 3 commands to activate those. So we're just going to do 1st platoon. He gets an awesome draw, 4 more commands. He's up to 7, so we should do all kinds of crazy things. The most he can get is 6. So 2nd platoon, he gets 2, and platoon is going to go to here. And then third platoon, just one. Alright, so first platoon is what we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff with. And what we want to do again is to get onto this card, but there is potentially, probably, going to be fire taken from whatever we reveal from this potential contact marker. And we also need to kind of tell them to stop shooting and wasting ammo here. So we're going to spend a command to cease fire. We're going to spend a command to get this machine gun resupplied. And we're going to spend a command to move onto this card, to seek cover, and to deploy a grenade. Okay, so lots of things we're going to do here. In order of importance, I guess we need to cease fire first. So let's take a look. I can't remember exactly how many actions that's going to take to do that. Sequence play actions. Here we go. Cease fire. All occupants of the card. One action. Okay, so we do that first. One action that gets rid of this PDF. Okay. Next action, we're going to look into resupplying this guy. So that is, let me look it up and not make you listen to me jabber while I do that. Okay, 6.83 or resupply states that a unit must be given a resupply command described as that under 4.2.2h, which is called here transport. In 6.83 they call it pickup, but clearly it's the same command and it costs 1. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to flip this guy back to this and give it ammo 4. And then get rid of these. Okay. And that costs us 1 action. Alright, now, we're ready to move on to this card. I think we want to move everybody on there, and we're going to do that as a platoon move. Okay? And that's going to cost us 2 actions. So that's going to be the light machine gun, first squad, and the platoon commander. Obviously, these guys are all exposed now, so let's go ahead and mark them exposed. There we go. And we'll stack them in a moment. But I also want to spend a command to at least let one of these guys try to seek cover. So we'll give that command to the first squad to seek cover in open ground. It's just a 2-card draw. So let's see what we can get. Do we get any cover? 1. No cover. So that means that our next command we're going to use is going to be to deploy a pyrotechnic. And we are going to use our smoke grenade from first platoon. Okay. And that costs an action. So we can move these guys all together. And they're under smoke. So the smoke will help a bit. At least it will cancel out the exposed. We're not going to get any cover from anything, though. That's a little disappointing. But first platoon is finished. Second platoon. I think I want to come back to second platoon because I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with these guys. But third platoon, I'm pretty clear that I need to spot these guys. So let's take a look at the action for spotting. That is a combat. Yeah, attempt to spot. Cost 1, draw 2. Any good order unit. Use spotting modifiers. Okay, so it's pretty difficult, actually, to spot these guys. So we'll give that command to, say, first platoon. I'm going to give that command. So third platoon moves over here. Let's go ahead and combine these guys. Move this guy over here. And it's a 2-card draw, and there are modifiers. Let's look at this under spotting. A spotting recipient is line, so it doesn't make any difference. The target is under cover, that's -1 draw. He's not exposed or anything like that. The card is more than that, so yeah, we're not going to get much of anything except, so let's see. Yeah, -1 and -1, so that brings us to 0. And then we're going to get another 1 because it's a VOF of A, but that's just going to bring us back to 1. So we're going to get 1 draw. So, there we go. I believe that is what we're looking for. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I didn't find it in the rules, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So, that's good news. So, this guy becomes spotted. Alright, now, so we're going to get rid of that. And, now he's firing here. He's firing there. They're firing there as well. It kind of depends what happens with this, whether we want to change it. I think we're going to go ahead and shift fire. Yeah, so let's take a look at that shift fire command and see how that works. Because, command, I think it's in here. Oh, it's got to be under combat. Shift fire, everyone on the card, 1 command. Alright, so that will take the last of our commands. They will shift fire to these guys. Yeah. Let's do that. So, that was third platoon, so they go down here. And they switch their PDF over to here. Rotate clockwise. And they are going to be a small arms VOF. I think there's just small arms in here. Let's double check. And we do have a bazooka we can fire, but we don't have any commands right now to do that, so we might try for some general initiative if possible, but that will also remove this crossfire from that card. Okay, so that was that. And now, second platoon. So second platoon is on here, and if we move onto this card, they could potentially infiltrate onto this card. They're taking automatic weapons VOF. There is cover here they can move directly onto, but not all of them. So let's send forth the... What's on here right now? Right now there is a squad already providing small arms fire, so what we could use would be some automatic weapons fire. And maybe a bazooka. Once they get on there, they will not have a commander to tell them to do that. So, the only one that will automatically fire will be the light machine gun. So let's go ahead and give him a command to move forward as an infiltration. So that's going to take both of our commands, I think. We need to double check that. Yeah, you're supposed to be here. Let's take a look at infiltration. It's movement. Attempt to infiltrate a second card is just one, so we're just sending one person forward, so that's just one command. So second platoon still has one action. Okay, so they need to infiltrate, and infiltrate is, I can't remember anything here. It's a 2-card draw, modified if we're green or anything, but we're not, so you're just looking for the any good order unit not exposed that does not have an A or a symbol. Yeah, so they're not, so they can infiltrate. So it's 2-card draw. Let's see what we get. 1 and 2. I think that's the infiltrate symbols. Let's pause again for a moment. Alright, so I forgot about the handy dandy action attempt symbol divider they provide you with, and it clarified that I was correct about the earlier spotting symbol, which is the same as the crossfire symbol, and this is in fact the symbol for infiltration. So this guy was able to infiltrate, so he is on this card, not exposed, and I will have him move directly under cover with this guy. So that was one action for second platoon. So now, do I want to move anyone else on there? So again, moving another squad on there doesn't help me. As far as bringing fire to bear, and I'm gonna need general initiative commands to make this bazooka fire, and I already have priorities for the general initiative command, but I need this guy to bring fire down, and I would like one of these bazookas to start firing on here. So we're not going to use the next command from second platoon. So do I want to activate first sergeant or the XO? And again, I was probably supposed to determine this all in the earlier round. I don't remember. I could give some commands to, like for example, this guy. What's on this card? There's no squad. They're pinned. So I could try to get like this guy to infiltrate onto here. Maybe I want to bring... Okay, here's something I want to clear up. So over here... yeah, we need to clear some of this up. Okay, so this litter team is not providing any VOF anymore. So we flip that over and then rotate this thing around. They're just firing at the litter team. Litter team is not shooting back. As a result of that, there's no crossfire on this card. And they're the only ones firing on this card, so there's no crossfire here. And the fire they're bringing to bear is this assault team, which I can't remember what the A means. Boy, I can't remember anything. Let me pause again. Okay. Again, this assault team has a range of P for point blank, so it can only shoot on its own card, so it can't even shoot over there, so I don't know what's up with that PDF anyways, unless that was coming from... Nope, can't really have been coming from anywhere. Yeah, so if they're not shooting over there, they're pinned anyways, so this fire, we ceased fire, so none of this fire is happening over here. Okay, and they're not shooting anywhere. So, it would be useful to get someone on this card who can fire back onto these guys, because they are taking fire only from here right now. Be nice to get some crossfire going for them. So, the first sergeant could send this squad forward, could send one of these machine guns forward, not the big heavy, unfortunately, and not the big mortar section either. So, alright, we're going to use our commands to give some, use the company commander's last command to give some commands to the first sergeant. So he will activate the first sergeant. And now he's done, he goes down here. Now we're going to draw a card to see what the first sergeant gets. Gets one command. At least we didn't lose that on the general initiative. So one command for the first sergeant, so he moves up to 2. And we're going to use that to tell this guy to infiltrate forward. Could be a bad idea. Alright, so let's see what happens. We're using an infiltrate, 2-card draw. Let's use line. 1, 2. So, he does not infiltrate, he is exposed. But I do think we're going to have him join these dudes in the trench, because that makes sense. Okay, let's get this over here, wherever, so we can't, it's not covering stuff up. Does the first sergeant want to do anything else? I believe what we're going to do with the first sergeant... Where is the first sergeant? That's the company commander. That's the company XO. What's this card doing here? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, first sergeant. Where's the first sergeant? Okay, first sergeant's under the Jeep. Don't really know what he's doing there, but I'm going to have him... I need some more people on this card to make things happen, so I'm going to ask the first sergeant to infiltrate onto that card as well. Probably a terrible idea. There we go. First sergeant has used all of its commands, and he now moves onto this card as an infiltration, because there is a VOF on this card. He can do that. And we have 2 cards. 1, 2. We did not infiltrate. He is exposed. And, yeah, I guess I'm going to put him in here with these guys. Get rid of that one. Probably overstacked in the trenches now. Well, hopefully not have... Oh, these guys are under crossfire, because there's one here and there's one here. This is automatic weapons fire. This is also automatic weapons fire. And they're probably going to concentrate fire as their enemy activity checks. So I'm going to cheat again. I like to cheat at least once per turn. I am not going to move the first sergeant onto that card after all. So they'll have a command left. Ready to go. Yeah. So. Alright, so the XO can get one command. And does he want to do anything? I feel like it would be a good idea to get some things happening here. Now, if I move some people over here, I'll be able to see onto this card and this card should something develop. Now, this guy, I mean, he could end up popping up anywhere. Yeah, we're going to have the XO use one command. I'm just going to use two commands to move both of these guys over here. They're all going to be exposed, and the point of that is to hopefully be in position to lay supporting fire down. None of those guys, I think, can shoot this first turn because they're heavy weapons, but maybe next turn. So that was all of the XO's commands. That was actually too many commands because he moved himself and another unit, and he didn't do it as a platoon move. So let's just pick one. We will pick the... doesn't matter. We'll pick the heavy machine gun and leave this guy. Oh, well, fate has decided we will take the mortar section rather than the heavy machine gun. Yeah. Okay. So that's all my moves except for the general initiative phase, which is the big one. We're always hoping for good things. And we get a 0. Is it a 0? Let's see. Might at least get 1. I know it can be reduced to 0, but I don't remember what the modifiers are for a general initiative draw. So command draw. Draw one card and apply the following modifiers. Yeah, okay, so this all depends on the company commander, I think, and the company commander is green, so it's a -1. Yeah. For general initiatives, only use the unmodified initiative number. Okay. So we got 1. We get 1. So we're going to spend that on our artillery fire observer who desperately needs to bring some fire down on this bunker. Let's take a look at what we got here. So he gets 2 draws, and I think he's used 1 fire mission, so he's down to 3 fire missions. And I don't think there's any other modifiers to this happening. No, I don't believe so. So, again, this guy is down to 3. I don't know where I'm keeping track of that. Let's see if we can do that on here. Doesn't look like it. We had 4 fire missions to begin with, and I think we dropped 1 on this guy initially. So, yeah. Here we go. 2 draws. 1. There it is. The one we needed. So that was a battalion fire marker, but there is no battalion artillery in this, so it just comes a regular fire marker. So that's great news. Really happy to see that. Really, really happy to see that. Artillery strike. Now that is a pending fire mission. And we're going to go ahead and flip that to incoming. And this is a -5 for its attack. Yeah. And we'll just use that one and not that one, I think. Alright, so that's good. Not going to get to bring any bazooka fire forward, but, you know, we'll survive. Alright, so let's take a look at where we are here. We have finished our general initiative impulse, so we are in the enemy HQ event. So is there an enemy HQ event? Let's find out. There is. Oh, it could be terrible. So let's move to the card. It's a 1 to 10 draw. We get a 3. A 3 is displaced leaders. So that's excellent because there is a leader on one of the cards, this card in particular. And he goes away now. He's been recalled, probably to, to take some meeting with Hitler. Alright, so that was good news. Okay, what happens next? Enemy HQ event, enemy activity checks. Check every unit, enemy unit, determine order randomly. We have this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. So we have 4 dudes to check. So let's see. 1 to 4 is our draw. And we got a 1. So it's going to be this LAT team. So play aids, actions, LAT. He's a letter team. Pinned, not under cover on a U.S. occupied card. No. Is he pinned? Yes. Is he undercover? Yes. Pinned and undercover. He will automatically attempt to rally. No. Basically, I have to do 1 to 4 draw again. Okay. Here we go. 1 to 4 draw. Get a 3. I think that is a rally attempt. Okay. So the rally attempts attempt to remove a pin marker. That's basically what we're going to do here. It's 2-card draw. There we go. Does he rally? No, he does not rally. So he's done. So now we have 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. And we get this guy. So we are going in order. Alright, so he's in cover, not on a U.S. occupied card. He is not a LAT team. He is defensive. No. See, he is not under fire, but he does have line of sight to an enemy unit. He is not under fire, but has open fire. So, 1 or 2. Which defense are we in? This is a deliberate defense. So he automatically attempts to concentrate fire. And concentrating fire is... how many card draw? 2 card draw. Okay. 1. Oh, he concentrated fire. And that's going to go on to these guys. So place a concentrate fire marker. Okay, so he's done. We got 1, 2 left. Again, we get a 1, so it's going to be this guy. We have 2 units on here to deal with. Squad and the heavy machine gun team. So let's do 1 or 2. 1 for the squad, 2 for the heavy machine gun team. It's the squad. And again, enemy deliberate. Squad is he under fire? Yes, they are under fire. Under fire from a different direction than its own PDF. Trading fire. And the non-combat modifier of the unit's VOF is better than the US best unit. No, because of the incoming. So they're trading fire and the non-combat modifier. Is it a non-combat modifier? This is a terrible video, I'm sorry. I think it's this one. So, let's see. 1 or 2, no action, or grenade attack. All 1, so no action, so he does nothing. Now the other guy is going to do the same thing. He is this. Right? Is that correct? Yeah. So he is this guy, so he is automatically going to attempt to concentrate fire. 2 card draw, and he concentrates fire. Okay. Finally, this guy. Alright. So we don't need to draw anything, we're just going to do the enemy activity check. They are not under fire, but they have open fire, so they will automatically attempt to concentrate fire. And again, that's going to be here. 1, 2. They do not concentrate fire. That's good news. Alright, so everybody has had their activity checks, so now we resolve all of these attacks. This litter team, I'm convinced he's going to go somewhere. Actually, we have to resolve potential contact markers first. Let's find out. Okay. Update fire missions. Yep. So evaluate potential contact markers. So there's just 1 to evaluate. And that's this one. Again, we are currently engaged because I don't have any of my units on his cards. So, potential contract draw for A when we're engaged is 5 cards. Oops. 1. Contact. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we did get contact. So looking at our force pool over here, potential contact A is a 1 to 10. And we drew a 1. Just a sniper. Okay. Let's look back what happens with the sniper. They are not going to be spotted. They will place a VOF. The sniper will be under cover. The default cover for this is trenches. And the unit placement draw is an 7. Left front at max line of sight. So that's going to be over here, I believe. Move all pieces on the map 1 column to the left. It's this one. I'm going to draw a train and flip this. In the marsh is a sniper. Alright. Don't remember. Sniper. Okay. It's going to be in a trench. He has a PDF. Going this way. And he will have a VOF now on this card of a sniper. VOF sniper. I'm going to have to look that up. Okay. But he is unspotted, so we're going to put a potential contact marker on top of him. Alright, the question is, when these guys moved onto this card, did they see anyone? Like, there's no one here to see. They don't shoot. Are they going to shoot at the Slender team again? I believe so. Let's take a look back at this. Enemy IT pinned. Pinned under cover. Yeah, so he tried to rally. So I guess he just stays there. I guess they're going to shoot at it again. Yeah, I think these guys have him in line of sight, so place PDF on top, and they're going to automatically shoot. Well, they can't see out of the card because of the smoke. Alright, so they're not going to do anything. They can't see through that card because of the smoke. Alright, so let's resolve stuff. And we're going to resolve the enemies all first. So we're going to have this guy here who's under incoming. That's a -5. He gets +3 for the bunker and a +1 for the card. Or does it just become -1? Okay, some things that occurred to me as I was digging through the book again. This incoming marker blocks the line of sight of this bunker, or basically anyone on this card cannot see out of this card. So I'm not clear if that means that they stop shooting over here, which would be nice. Yeah, so we'll see if somebody answers my question on Board Game Geek before I get there. But for these guys, they have a -5 from the incoming, -6 from this, +1, and then +3. So it's a net -2. This small arms fire will not come into play. There are 2 units on this card, so again we're going to draw for the squad first. -2. -2 results in a hit. And that is a full squad. He gets a casualty. So he is... squad is going to be flipped. And a portion of him is dead. So, place a casualty. Okay, and now they are also pinned. And now the heavy machine gun team, -2. He just gets pinned. That's a bummer. Alright, so they're all back here and under here, and I think that's going to go away. Should go ahead and adjust. I don't know how we're supposed to keep track of this ammo, but we will go ahead and see. Did I mark it in the notes here? No, I did not. Anyway, he has 2 rounds left, 2 missions left, potentially. And now, over here, these guys are under fire. They're just small arms fire, so they have +3, +6? Jeez, is that possible? It's going to be like impossible to do anything with these guys. So they're at +6? Gonna have to look that up. Anyway, here we go, +6. Well, shocker, that's a miss. Okay. Now over here, we have the sniper. The sniper is going to target randomly one of the exposed units. So we're going to go squad, machine gun, and then commander. So that's a 1 to 3 draw. We get 2s. That is going to be the machine gun. The machine gun is going to take a -3 attack. Everyone else gets to attack, to be attacked by a small arms VOF. Okay. So we'll go and resolve the small arms VOF versus the squad. So that's +0, +0, +2. So that's, and then -2. So 0 is the net for the squad. He gets a hit, and the result is paralyzed and a casualty, and I guess he's a fire team. Okay, so the squad gets to become a fire team, a paralyzed unit, and a casualty. And he goes back to the force pool, and these guys are all going to be pinned. So that was the easiest one, and he got hit pretty hard. We'll do the leader next. So he's going to be the same thing, 0. He got hit also. He is green. Litter team. It's a bummer. Place a letter team. And it's going to go in here, and he goes back to the first. Okay. And now the automatic weapons guy is +2, -2, -3. So he gets a net -3. And -3 is a hit. And kind of squat to see he is a line. And he becomes paralyzed. That was all kind of not good. Alright, so this exposed marker will go away. I'm pretty sure all that will go away. That was a bummer. That did not go well at all. Okay. We're going to skip this because I'm not sure if all this goes away. They're also going to be under crossfire. If so. These guys are taking fire from over here. Alright, so that is +2. -1, -1 for a net 0. Oh, net +1 for each of these. So we'll do the light machine gun +1. This. It's terrible. And the squad takes a hit. And he becomes an assault team and a fire team. Alright, so this guy gets to be a fire team and an assault team. Kind of annoying. Alright, and they're all going to be pinned. And now the machine gun is the same. +1, +3, -2. Yeah, so still +1. I am drawing some crappy cards here. He becomes a letter team. Okay, so they're all pinned. And still undercover. Okay, it seems that block line of sight affects PDFs and VOFs immediately. So this PDF is going to go away. Let's see, this guy is dropping automatic fire. So, that's supposed to be a heavy machine gun fire, so crossfire is going to go away, and the heavy machine gun fire should have been going here, not automatic weapons fire, because that is a big machine gun here, I think. That might have been screwing that up. But the concentrate fire stays, so I guess nothing will really change here. So we have a lot of units here, so we're going to start with the exposed squad. And he's going to take -1 and -1. That will cancel out the -2. But he's exposed for -2, and that's canceled out by the trenches. So it's a net 0, which has been bad for me so far. Oh, this time it's a miss. The other guys are pinned. So they're +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, and then -2. So they're +3. They're pinned again. And then the last guy, the assault team, is same thing. +2, +4, +5, -2, +3. So they're missed. Alright, so one of these guys, the assault team, is going to no longer be pinned. And the exposed marker is going to go away as well. So we can move this guy. That should reflect everything correctly now. That pin's going to go away. Alright. I think that's everything, so we click this clean up. Let's see what went away. Exposed markers went away. Not sure that this was supposed to go away. I need to look into that. Okay, the incoming marker sticks around until the next turn, effectively blocking line of sight out of this card. So that would be helpful as an opportunity to try to get onto this card. All in all, that was... Oh, that's gone. Yeah. It's a pretty horrific turn. Bad things. This was mostly okay. Very bad things. Not nearly as effective as I liked, and this is going to be a huge problem. And this guy is going to be a terror as well, because he will now reduce the commands of this commander who's gone. Yeah, this was a disaster. 2 paralyzed teams, a litter team, casualty, and a fire team remain. First platoon has been devastated. Alright, let's take a look here. I don't need to update these. Okay. Current activity is still engaged. Game turn moves to 8. And that's it. Till next time.